Now let us do one numerical problem on the various concepts to analyze a pre-stressed member that we studied in the previous video. So the numerical problem is a concrete beam pre-stressed with a parabolic tendon is shown in figure. The pre-stressing force applied is 1620 kN. The UDL includes the self-weight. Compute the stress at extreme fibers at the mid-span by applying the three concepts. So now we have to apply all the three concepts, and then we have to compute the stresses at the extreme fibers at the mid-span. Also draw the stress and distribution across the section at the mid-span. Okay, see. Now the diagram of the beam is given like this. So this is a simply supported beam. It is carrying a UDL of 45 kN per meter throughout the span. A parabolic tendon is being used in this member with an eccentricity of 145 mm, which is at the center. Okay, so the this is a cross section at the end. See, if you will see at the end, the pre-stressing cable is at the center. Okay, so this is your pre-stressing tendon, which is at the center, which is at the end, which is at the center of the cross section. And if you see the mid span, the cross section at the mid span, the cable is at a distance of 145 mm from the neutral axis. So this tendon is much below the neutral axis and at a distance of 145 mm below the neutral axis. The total span of this pre-stressed member is 7.3 meters. So now let us find out the values of the extreme fibers. So first we will use the stress concept. See, so the area of concrete will be 500 into 750 since it is rectangular. So which will give you 375,000 mm square. The moment of inertia of a rectangular section, we know that it is BD cube by 12. So putting the values, B is 500, width is 500, and the depth is 750. So we will get 1.758 into 10 to the power 10 mm to the power 4. Now the bending moment at the midspan due to the external loading, that is the value of capital M. Now we know that whenever a UDL acts throughout the span of the beam, the maximum bending moment is at the midspan and its value is WL square by 8. So after putting the value of UDL is 45, span is 7.3. This divided by 8 will give you 299.7 kilonewton meter. See. Now, if you remember the diagram, one direct stress will be produced whose value will be P upon A. One bending stress will be produced due to the pre-stressing force, which will be negative at the top and positive at the bottom if you remember the previous video. At the top the value is PE by Z and Z is I upon Y. So Y can be written as Y of the topmost fibers, that is Y top, and this similar value will be at the bottom, but the value of Y will be Y bottom. See, Y is the distance of that fiber from the neutral axis. So neutral axis, we know that for a rectangular section, neutral axis is at the center of the cross section. So therefore the value of Y for the topmost fiber from the neutral axis and for the bottommost fiber from the neutral axis will be the same. So Y top will be equal to Y bottom, and we will calculate the value. Now this stress distribution is due to the external load, and we know that it is positive at the topmost fiber since sagging takes place. Okay, and tensile bending stress, and that is a negative bending stress at the bottommost fiber, and its value is M upon I into Y bottom. Now if you will look at the topmost fiber, the total stress is P upon A minus of PE upon I into Y top and plus of M by I into Y top. So add all these stresses. So now we know the values. P, the value of P we know, say into 10 to the power 3, because the value of 1620 is in kilonewtons, so we are converting it into newtons. Okay, again here 1620 into 10 to the power 3 Y top. See, if you see this diagram, the neutral axis is at the center of the rectangular cross section, and this total depth is 750. Therefore the depth of the therefore the height, the distance of the topmost fiber from the neutral axis will be 750 by 2, that is 375. And if it is 375, this will also be 375. 750 minus 375. So y top and y bottom is 375 mm. So put the values. On solving, we will get the total stress in the topmost fiber as 5.7 Newton per mm square. Now this value is coming out to be positive. Therefore, compressive stress will be produced at the topmost fiber. And now let's come to the bottommost fiber. So at the bottommost fiber, the total stress will be plus of PA plus of PE upon I into Y bottom minus of my bottom upon I. Now putting all the values, we will get the value of the stress at the bottom fiber to be 2.9 Newton per mm square. Now let us do this similar process by using the strength concept or the force concept. Now we know that, see, this is your midsection. So at the midsection, compressive stress will act. Suppose it is acting at a distance of EC, and the pre-stressing force will act at some distance. See, we know that the pre-stressing force will act along the tendons. So therefore, the eccentricity of the pre-stressing force will be equal to the eccentricity of the tendons, that is small e, and we know the value of E, which is 145 mm given in the question. So now first of all we will find out the value of Z, that is the lever arm. See, lever arm can be found out by this formula, m equal to P into Z, because we know that the moment is equal to P into Z or C into Z. The value of C we don't know, therefore we will take P into Z. When we will take moment equal to P into Z, the value of Z can be found out by this formula. Now just put the values. Now in here one mistake has been done. See, this value is in kilonewton meter. So after converting it into Newton mm, okay, well, this is correct. Actually, I have taken this value in kilonewtons. So therefore, there is no need to convert the kilonewton of the bending moment into newtons. So just convert meter of kilonewton meter into mm. So into 10 to the power 3. So after solving, we will get 185 mm. So therefore, the eccentricity of EC will be equal to Z minus E. Now, so EC will be this. Now we already studied this formula, the topmost fiber, the value will be C upon A plus CEC upon I into Y top. See, here we are taking it as positive because compressive stresses are at the top portion. So after putting the values, we will get 5.7 Newton per mm square. See, the answer will come out to be the same as we got in the stress concept. Now, the bottommost fiber will be just minus of this, so we will get 2.9 Newton per mm square. Now, by load balancing concept, see, the effective upward load, we know that whenever a UDL, see, in this question we are given that the cable is a parabola. Okay, the shape of the cable is of the parabolic shape. So we studied in the previous video that for the parabolic profile, the effective upward load is WUP equal to 8 PE upon L square. So after putting the values, we can find out the value of the upward load, that is 35.3 kilonewton per meter. Now the downward load which is coming, which is externally applied, was 45. So this 45 is acting in the downward direction, and this 35.3 is acting in the upward direction. So this upward load uh, will nullify some of the downward load. So 45 minus 35.3, so 35.3 will be nullified and the remaining will be the residual load. So the residual load will be 45 minus 35.3, that is 9.7 kilonewton per meter. Therefore, the residual bending moment will be 9.7 into, see, WL by 8. We know that the value of the bending moment due to the UDL is WL square by A. So here just make one correction. This length will be whole square. So after solving this, we will get the value as 64.6 kilonewton meter. Now the value of the stress at the topmost fiber will be same formula, P upon A plus M by I into Y top. Just put all the values, we will get the value of the stress at the topmost fiber to be 5.7 Newton per mm square, and at the bottommost fiber to be 2.9 Newton per mm square. See, so at the topmost fiber, the value is coming out to be 5.7. So this value will be much larger. And at the bottommost fiber, the value is coming out to be 2.9. So if I join this by a straight line, this will be the total stress and distribution for the section at the midspan. So at the top, the value is 5.7 Newton per mm square, and at the bottom the value is 2.9 Newton per mm square. And if you can see, both the values are coming out to be positive. Therefore, the total section will be under compression.